Bakit
It was
na-feel mo na bakit kailangan lumayo ka talaga?
It was a very impulsive decision. Hindi ko lang talaga alam kung ano yung gagawin. Parang I'm in so much pain and I just want the pain to stop. So I left the country, I left my family, I left my boyfriend, now ex.
So you went to US?
Yes, for 3 months. And imagine mo po, sa 3 months na yun, marami pong nawala sa akin because I was losing, work opportunities. Pero nire-remind ko yung sarili ko na it's better to lose those opportunities than to lose myself.
Super thankful ako, number one, dahil yung guest natin sa From the Heart traveled all the way from Laguna just to be with me today. Super
Yeah.
thank you.
Well, thank you. First of all, gusto kong magpasalamat sa lahat ng team behind this show at sa'yo din. I'm a fan. Kinikilig talaga ako.
Thank you.
I'm always updated sa mga posts mo. Kakakwentuhan nga lang natin off-cam. I'm just
Yeah.
happy to be here and to share my story and my journey with my mental health.
Ako super happy talaga kasi when I messaged you, kaya medyo ganun yung tone ng message ko kasi sabi ko, if okay na i-share,
Yes.
Rabia, baka pwede kita makausap. Kasi kung hindi, maintindihan ko yon. Una muna, how are you now?
Me now, actually, before ako mag-travel, I was having a panic attack. I'm gonna be honest about it. Pero the good thing about me naman is that alam ko na kung anong gagawin ko pag na-experience ko siya. I took a medication, pero hindi ako nag-drive agad kasi yung medication ko for the panic attack. Sometimes may konting hilo factor pa siya, so kailangan ko siya munang pakiramdaman. Of course, when you're driving, kailangan alert ka talaga. Good thing naman na nakarating tayo dito ng ligtas. Yes.
So, you mean to say, bago ka magpunta dito, nagka-panic attack ka?
Yes. And it happens, hindi ko siya nakokontrol.
Oo.
Hindi ko din alam minsan, wala din siyang trigger for some weird reason. Kasi every time I would have my attack, I would ask myself, ano ba yung pinanggalingan ko? Bakit ito? Sometimes sumusulpot lang siya out of nowhere. But the thing with my attacks, physical talaga siya, like palpitation, nagsishake talaga yung hands ko. And na-experience ko na to ever since dati pa.
Way before pa?
Way before.
Pageant days mo?
Before pa. At during the time, hindi ko pa siya maintindihan. Akala ko I would always have this parang notion na OA. Kasi parang nanginginig talaga ako. Way back in college pa to. Pag may exam, nasusuka-suka ako. Hindi ako makahinga. So ngayon naintindihan ko na siya na those were panic attacks pala. Anxiety attacks.
Okay, you just shared publicly, ang diagnosis sa'yo is depression and anxious distress. Gusto ko ito maintindihan. Kapag sinabi na depression and anxious distress, ano ibig sabihin nun?
Technically, magkaiba kasi silang condition.
Okay.
Pag may anxiety attack ako, dun yung body ko, it's under distress. Parang dun ko nararamdaman na yung mga signs and symptoms ko, headache, para akong nasusuka, hindi ako makahinga, palpitation, tumataas yung heart rate ko. Tapos nagsishake yung hands ko. Tapos syempre, yung thought process ko, wala talagang mental clarity during the panic attack. Pero usually, it would last. Matagal na siguro yung mga 20 minutes, yung peak niya talaga, na ma-manage ko na din siya. Well, yung depression naman, it's also a different story. Yung depression, siya yung parang yung mood ko napakababa niya. I would wake up in one morning na parang wala kang motivation to do something. Hinahalongkay ko yung utak ko. Ano ba yung purpose ko? Tapos parang wala akong nagagawa. At nagugulat na lang ako na I would spend 3 to 4 hours na nakatingin lang ako sa ceiling, nakatingin lang ako sa kung anong bagay, na hindi ko na notice yung oras. So, very unproductive siya na parang wala talaga akong purpose.
Wala kang gana?
Walang
Oo,
gana.
oo. That's the difference ng anxiety and depression, based from
My
your doctor.
experience.
And
Yes,
yung
yes.
doctor mo rin, yung nagsabi sa'yo. Nagpa-check ka last year? Kung hindi ako nagkakamali?
Last year, 2025, ako na diagnosed clinically.
Okay.
But I've been experiencing this one 2020
Pandemic
na
days?
hospital ako, and then yung diagnosis pa lang sa akin is generalized anxiety disorder. Kasi parang I had a panic attack and then dinala ako sa St. Luke's. Pero marami ding factors kasi noon kasi galing din ako noon sa parang inuman. So, hindi talaga ako masyado din nag-focus sa mental health ko during that time. So, inisip ko lang na, probably hangover lang to, wala lang to.
Hindi mo
This is
inisip
nothing.
na
This
may
is-
mental health
Yes.
condition ka. Last year, anong nag-trigger para pumunta ka na mismo sa doktor? Bakit ka nag-decide na kailangan ko na ipacheck to?
Kasi nanonotice ko sa sarili ko, this is a very sensitive topic, but I'm so happy na I was able to overcome that phase. I would do self-harm.
Okay.
But it's in a different form. Like since nagpa-panic attack ako, gusto ko lang mabaling yung pain sa ibang areas ng body ko. So I would punch myself.
Okay.
Minsan, tinatry ko na, never naman na life-threatening talaga, pero I would try to really cause pain somewhere sa ibang parts ng body ko. At nanonotice ko, I feel better. So natatakot ako bakit ko siya ginagawa. Like I would literally punch myself. Tapos I would have bruises. Nung nakita yun ng mom ko, and nag-ask siya kung ano yung nangyayari sa akin, doon na po ako natakot. Kasi am I normal? What's happening in my head? I don't think anybody do understand me. Nawawala na ba ako sa sarili ko? Kasi ito na ba yung papunta na ba to sa, sensitive topic ulit, suicide?
Yeah.
I'm so scared, and I also had history of pill popping. But, nanonotice ko, after ko gagawin yun, matatakot ako, maaalala ko agad yung mga mahal ko sa buhay. I had attempts in the past. But I'm so grateful na it wasn't successful. And I'm so grateful na nagkaroon ako ng acknowledgement na something is wrong and I need help.
Okay, what month was this? And then meron bang trigger? I mean, napagod ka ba sa work? Meron bang like, may tao ba na nag-cause nun kung ba't ganun yung na-feel mo that day? Na parang na-anxiety ka ulit, na-depress ka?
Dadalhin ko po kayo ulit sa year 2021.
Okay,
It was when I won Miss Universe Philippines and I did represent the country. It wasn't a perfect journey, and it was also so frustrating for me that I didn't win. So I also felt na every day when I wake up, I'm a failure to my country. And millions of Filipinos did see me fail. And for somebody who's very competitive, who always wants to excel, simula ng bata ko, it's so frustrating na, especially when you're gonna look at the social media na minsan hindi mo naman talaga sinasadya. And some of these people, familiar sa'yo, you've worked with them, kilala mo sila, they have names, and syempre mapapa-comment sila about your performance, about how you look. Then issue after issue after issue. So feeling ko hindi ko talaga nahawakan, hindi ko na-manage yung fame because it happened overnight.
Yeah.
And it was so quick na I became a public figure. And even yung personal life ko, like my breakup with my first boyfriend, nasa national news siya, binabalita siya, and it's really a free country. So people do have their own opinions. And sometimes you can't defend yourself. Kasi yung sinasabi palagi ng management ko, kill them with kindness, just be quiet about it, wag ka na lang magbasa. But somehow, parang your inner child is screaming for you to stand up for yourself, diba? Pero minsan wala ka na lang talagang magagawa and you just have to accept it. So I think nanggaling talaga din siya sa mga frustration ko sa buhay because I've always wanted to have control in everything. So pag nagfe-fail ako sa isang bagay, doon siya lumalabas.
Okay, oo. During that time na sinasabi mo na hindi ka nanalo sa Miss Universe and then yung mga social media comments about you, sama pa natin yung pati yung nawindang ka, na ganito pala yung fame, na open na sa publiko yung buhay mo. Malaking factor kung bakit ka nagkaroon ng panic attacks, depression, and anxiety is because of the
fame.
comment of the public.
Yeah, being a public figure. But I know that I already have a tendency way back in college kasi
Bago pa yung pageant days.
Yeah, pero syempre I would say minimized yung reaction, yung symptoms, hindi masyado, pero meron na siya.
Nung nalaman mo, finally na-diagnose ka with this mental health condition, anong na-feel mo? Ano ba? Parang, okay, mas relieved ako, alam ko na may pinagdadaanan ako, or natakot ka na meron ka nito? What did you feel?
I feel relieved.
Okay.
Kasi I've always known na baka depression na siya. Kasi yung course ko in college is a medical course, physical therapy.
Okay.
So I already have a background about psychology, psychiatry. Kasi naging topic and subject din namin ng college. So nung na-diagnose ako, I even asked them, my doctor, sure ka ba na depression lang? Hindi ba? Syempre, ang dami mong alam, di ba? Hindi ba bipolar ako? Hindi ba? Kasi feeling ko may manic depressive side ako na minsan tuwang-tuwa ako, then babagsak na
Biglang ka
naman
malulungkot.
yung mood ko.
Mm-mm.
And syempre, yung nakaka-absorb nito, Ate Cha, are the people that I love the most, that I surround myself with.
Yeah. Your family.
Yes.
The one closest to you.
Kahit hindi ko sinasadya, nasasaktan ko sila. Kasi hindi ko ma-express.
So, nagbabago yung mood mo minsan?
Yes.
Like, paano
yes.
nasasaktan? Nasisigawan mo sila? Nasasabihan mo sila ng
minsan
masakit na salita?
mainit yung ulo mo.
Mm-mm.
Tapos hindi mo alam kung kanino mo siya i-displace. Meron
Yeah.
po tayo nito sa psychology, yung displacement, na kunyari, na-receive mo yung stress, ibibigay mo siya to a less dangerous object or person, and usually yun nga yung mga mahal mo sa buhay. So hindi ko talaga siya na sinasadya.
Hindi mo siya
And
makontrol.
Hindi ko siya makontrol. And nagkakaroon ako ng guilt kasi alam ko naman sa puso ko na hindi ako masamang tao.
Mhm.
Pero may pitik may out of nowhere na parang may surge of rage na hindi mo alam kung saan siya nanggagaling. And then after malabas mo siya, dun papasok yung guilt na, oh my God, I did this. And I'm very sorry. Siyempre, minsan hindi mo siya mababawi. Especially pag public figure ka, pag gano'n na yung reaction mo, minsan yun na din yung nagiging impression sa'yo, lasting impression sa'yo. So it was so stressful. Kasi kailangan mo ding mag-ingat kasi anytime pwede kang ma-cancel, di ba? Anytime pwede kang ma-blind item, ma-tabloid.
Na hindi nila alam na may pinagdadaanan ka.
Yes.
Oo.
But I'm just so relieved talaga na nahanap ko yung sarili ko din talking to a doctor and being honest about how I feel about myself and what I do. Kasi I would remember bata pa ako, like, I would have tantrums. Meron talaga And alam to ng mom ko, alam to ng kapatid ko. Tapos nung lumalaki siya, dahil hindi ko na siya talaga nalalabas, nag-iba naman yung manifestation niya.
Yeah. Paano mo to sinabi sa family mo after the diagnosis? And then, what did you do to be okay? I mean, may binigay na mga gamot sa'yo? Meron bang sinabi na wala mo na dapat social media? Anong in-advise ng doctor?
During that time din talaga, during the peak, I was also going through a heartache. Hindi pa
Yeah.
kami naghiwalay noon nung partner ko po. Siya lahat din taga-receive ng panic attacks ko. There's also guilt kasi somehow,
You don't wanna do it, pero you
Yeah.
can't control it.
yes,
Oo.
he can't understand where I'm coming from. And it's so frustrating.
Pero hindi niya pa alam that time that you have this condition.
Hindi pa.
Oo. Parang
Hindi pa.
alam niya lang is nagagalit ka,
Yes.
inaaway mo siya.
Yes.
Okay.
And siya yung taga-salo. And of course, when you see the people you love
Na
being in pain
nasasaktan.
because of you, parang marirealize mo, okay, I have to let this go. This person go.
So that's
And
the reason why you guys broke up.
isa po sa mga rason kasi hindi ko na po makontrol yung sarili ko. Hindi ko na din alam. Of course, before that, I have my triggers. And
Yes.
yung masakit po doon, isa po sa trigger ko is seeing him.
See
So,
him.
yes. Every time na magkakasama kami, like, relationships are not perfect. So marami po kaming din pinagdaanan. So every time I see him, parang it reminds me of my failure, you know? I want the relationship to work, but somehow,
Ayaw.
ayaw ng utak ko. Hindi matanggap ng sistema ko.
Pero you still want him pero hindi pwede.
Yes.
Okay. Did he reach out after you posted about
my
your condition?
No. But he was aware na before kami naghiwalay kasi nung grabe na po talaga yung phase ng depression ko, I decided to leave the country and to leave him behind. Yes.
Is this the one you're talking about na umalis ka ng bansa for
Yes,
3 months?
for 3 months.
Para hindi ka matrigger.
Yes.
And this was a very big decision for you. You
It
posted
was.
that. Ano nangyari during that time? Saan ka nagpunta? At bakit
It was
na-feel mo na bakit kailangan lumayo ka talaga?
It was a very impulsive decision. Kaka-regular ko lang din po nun sa Bubble Gang. I remember. Ang daming magagandang nangyayari sa career
Offers.
ko.
Oh.
I'm so grateful po sa GMA for trusting me.
Yes,
But during that
yes.
time, hindi ko lang talaga alam kung ano yung gagawin. Parang I'm in so much pain and I just want the pain to stop. So I left the country. I left my family. I left my boyfriend, now ex.
Did you say goodbye to your family?
I did.
To your boyfriend, dun sa mga kontrata na iiwanan mo, nagpaalam ka?
I did send my medical certificate to GMA and they were so understanding about it. They allowed me to recalibrate
To take a
my
break.
head and go to this US and find my purpose again.
So you went to US?
Yes, for 3 months. And imagine mo po, sa 3 months na yun, marami pong nawala sa akin because I was losing, work opportunities. Pero nire-remind ko yung sarili ko na it's better to lose those opportunities than to lose myself. So nung
Agree.
pumunta pa ako doon, there's a lot of Filipino communities who adopted me. These are the people that I met during my Miss Universe journey.
Okay.
And we became friends. So I would travel from one state to another.
Bago ka mag-decide, I'm curious about that. Bago ka mag-decide that you're gonna go to US, sinong pagsistayan mo hindi mo pa alam in mind? Paano yung nangyari? Kasi hindi mura sa
I know,
US.
I know. Parang may konting ipon naman din ako. And I remember, parang yung half nun ng ipon ko, iniwan ko sa family ko kasi I don't know kung ano yung magiging journey ko.
Breadwinner ka?
Yes po.
Okay.
Half nun, iniwan ko po sa mama ko tsaka sa kapatid ko. Then half nun, sabi ko, I'm gonna figure things out. So, I bought a ticket. But it was so heavy kasi iiwan mo yung mamahal mo sa buhay. Pero sabi ko,
You don't wanna do it, but you have to
Yes.
for yourself.
and then I just bought a ticket and I messaged my mama Heidi. Hello, if you're watching, from Texas. And I told her na, Mama Heids, I need your help. I was diagnosed with depression. I need somewhere to just breathe. I really need your help. And she was like, my place is, open for you. And I'm so grateful din sa asawa niya kasi I know they have their own lives.
Yeah.
They have their own problems. But they did adopted me for quite some time.
They opened their home for you.
Yes. And I feel so loved when I was there.
How
She
was
wo-
your US stay?
I would say na it did help a lot kasi I was in a different environment and nagkakaroon ako ng different idea na may different palang buhay outside being an actress.
Outside of showbiz.
Yes. So pagdating ko doon, I did test the waters, tinitignan ko, pwede ba akong mag-aral ng doctorate ko sa physical therapy? Pwede ba akong magtrabaho ng different field?
That's
Ganyan.
nice.
But because I just have like a tourist visa, I cannot work there.
Yeah.
Nagbakasyon lang din talaga ako. And I would jump from one state to another to have a different feels kung para saan talaga ako. And I had fun. I met a lot of good people po doon who adopted me.
So, during that time na nandun ka, punta ka sa iba-ibang state, nakatulong siya sa'yo
Nakatulong
mentally,
po.
pero nung kinailangan mo nang bumalik dito, pagbalik mo, kamusta?
it's another hell. It hit me hard. Kasi I just realized na tinakasan ko lang yung problems. And I need to process the breakup. Sa 3 months na yun, yung ex ko, he was able to move forward na, move on. But I was still there. I have to process it. And it was hard kasi everything you see reminds of him, of you guys. At hindi naman ako basta-basta. Dahil umalis ako, pwede na akong bumalik and okay na lahat. Hindi. He was able to live a different life. And I have to respect him for moving forward. And I'm so happy that he's okay with his life.
Rabia, when you left, kayo pa ba or wala na kayo? Paano ba?
I would say my goal talaga to leave is to end the relationship. So, hindi na ako magugulo. I thought it was an easy process.
So, bago ka umalis, naghiwalay kayo?
Yes
Okay.
po, yes
Pero
po.
you
Pero nung
wanted-
nandun ako sa US, he would message me from time to time, just checking on me.
kamustahan,
Yeah.
ganyan. Pero talagang naghiwalay kayo before ka pa pumunta ng US.
I would say so, yes.
Pero
po.
because you went there to fix yourself, you were expecting na pagbalik mo dito, mas magiging okay?
In my head, akala ko pag nag-US ako, okay na lahat, makaka-move on na ako from him. Kasi, syempre, before ako akala ko ganun. Pero nung pagdating ko dito, yun pala yung umpisa ng pag-process ko ng breakup.
Okay.
And it was so hard because ang dami na din nangyayari sa life niya. I had nobody, and during the time, dahil, hindi, naintindihan ko naman po talaga, dahil umalis nga po ako ng alanganing oras, di ba po, may mga trabaho na ako na hindi ko na mababalikan din. And I completely understand. Alam ko yon na pag alis ko pa US, pwede talaga siya mangyari. A lot of people were very supportive naman. But I feel like when I came back, I have to deal with things on my own.
So, how did you help yourself para maging okay dito sa problema na sumampal sa'yo pag uwi mo ng Pinas?
Well, it
What did
takes
you
a
do?
lot of time and
Yeah.
effort. I remember messaging my psychiatrist, Doc, I think I'm relapsing again. I need your help. I need to go back to my medications. And I went back. Nagamot po ulit ako. I had a couple of counseling, a
Counseling
lot
pa
of
rin.
inner work. I did travel. A lot. A lot. Kaya kung makikita niyo po yung Instagram ko kung saan-saan po ako pumupunta, yun po yung way ko of making
Coping?
myself, realize na there's still life, more meaning to life than what my head is trying to picture things out. So nilalabanan ko po talaga siya through traveling.
Doon sa post mo, meron ka ring sinabi, yung pagkawala ni Emma Natienza, which
Yes.
is Kuya Kim's daughter, made you realize kahit gaano kahirap yung pinagdadaanan mo, you won't end your life dahil nakita mo kung gano'n
Ay,
nahihirapan si Kuya Kim ngayon?
Kasi super mahal ko po si Kuya Kim. Nagkasama po kami sa isang show for 2 years. And para ko na din siyang tatay. Yung wish ko talaga is that, I know, malakas talaga yung faith ni Kuya Kim kay Lord. And yung wish ko talaga is ibigay sa kanya ni Lord yung healing na na-deserve niya kasi napakabuti niya po talagang tao. Pero nung nakita ko po si Kuya Kim in pain, yung naiisip ko po is my mom because I had history nga po ng self-harm. Doon ko po ulit ipapasok yung sinabi ko when we were starting na I'm just so happy that it wasn't successful. Kasi I can't imagine my mom and my brother
Going through that.
Yeah.
We're also happy na hindi mo
Yeah.
tinanong. Kasi now you're here, now you're sharing your story. Ngayon ba masasabi mo na okay ka na? Kung 10 being the highest of being okay, nasan ka?
Probably a good 7. Because
Okay.
I still am aware
Malayo na yun sa
that-
1.
Yes,
Malayo
yes,
yun sa
yeah.
1. I'm thankful you're now at 7.
That I'm still a work on progress and I still need to do my medication. I still need to talk to my doctor from time to time. Siguro isa din yun kung bakit parang ayoko pa makipagrelasyon agad. Kasi kailangan ayusin ko muna yung sarili ko para hindi na maulit yung mga problema from the past. Para kung sino man yung ibibigay sa akin ni Lord, God's
Ready ka
perfect
na.
choice. I
Yeah.
can be the best version of Rabia that He deserves.
Kasi for sure, you're Rabia. Merong magpaparamdam. Pero hindi ka pa ready.
May mga nagparamdam. May mga trinay na din akong kilalanin. Kasi
Okay.
it's been a while.
Yeah,
Matagal na
yeah,
po
yeah.
din akong single.
Uh-huh.
More than a year.
Yeah.
Pero in the middle, nagkakaroon ako ng mga panic attack. Alam siguro ito ng mga manliligaw ko.
Okay.
Tapos parang I would realize na parang hindi pa pala.
Oo.
So akala ko after 3 months, di ba yun yung sinasabi nila, 3-month rule, and then after that, give
Okay
yourself
na.
the time
Oo.
to date.
Oo.
Pero yung sa akin, hindi pa pala siya okay. So, at least naging honest naman ako dito sa mga manliligaw. Ang dami talaga.
Pero meron bang kahit sinabi mo na hindi pa ako ready, nag-stay pa rin? Kasi dyan mo makikita kung
Yes.
gaano ka kagusto.
Meron naman na nag-stay for a while.
Yeah.
Pero nung nakita niya talaga na parang wala talaga akong chance for now, hinayaan niya na muna ako kasi yun din naman yung hiningi ko sa kanya. Nag-stay naman siguro mga ilang buwan din. Pero nung nakikita niya na nag-enjoy ako being single, na I like, yung option ko sa life ko na I'm free. Doon niya na-realize na, okay, siguro hindi pa talaga siya ready. Siya naman iba yung hinahanap niya. At happy ako na hindi siya nag-settle down for me, na pinilit niya talaga. Kasi,
I like this version of you. Now that I'm seeing you talking about dito sa mga nakilala mo, pero hindi nag-work.
yes.
Pero nakikita ko sa mata mo that you're very hopeful, not just about your love life, but about life. So, i-assume ko na malaking factor yung relationship mo dun sa trigger mo ng anxiety and depression.
my ex-partner is also a public figure. So it was so stressful talaga. And I would say na the relationship did trigger a lot of issues from the past. Like
Yeah.
for example, yung abandonment issue ko with my dad.
Yes.
And I also felt na yung nangyari sa mom ko, ayoko siyang mangyari sa akin, ate Cha. Ayoko siyang mangyari na maiiwanan ako, na kailangan ko buhayin yung mga anak ko. So,
You
yung mga
always have that
konting-
fear.
Yes.
Oo.
Yung mga konting, for me, red flags na. And for them, wala lang. Parang namamagnetize siya in my head na doon ko na agad iniisip na, oh my God, are you gonna leave me?
Are you gonna cheat? Kahit
Yes.
hindi naman. Oo.
Are you gonna leave me? Are you gonna hurt me like my dad? Nung nasa US pa ako, I had the opportunity, because I really prayed for it, to talk to my dad. Kasi ang tagal ko din po siyang hinanap eh. Pero hindi siya happy ending. Though, nakonta ko siya, natawagan ko siya, nagpakilala ko anak niya, pero parang sinabi niya na, okay na siya, like okay na yung life niya, na wag ko na siyang guluhin. It did hurt, konti. Pero parang sabi ko, okay, probably wala lang talaga siyang connection sa akin. And that's, completely okay. Next chapter na ako. At least, yung mga tanong in my head, nasagot siya. But I think it would always go back to my daddy issues talaga. Dahil, wala yung dad ko. It's just me being the provider for my family.
Yeah.
Since I was little. Siguro yung frustration ko din na, at pinagdarasal ko din na sana a male figure would come into my life and save me from this one. I would look for that love sa relationships.
Yes.
And it's hard then because you guys are two different people, di ba po?
Yeah.
Ma-realize mo na marami kang kailangang palampasin, patawarin, to make the relationship work. But it would always go back to my issues na, ganito ba talaga? Like, ano ba talaga yung deserve ko?
Or sometimes napapatanong ka, sino bang may problema? Ako ba talaga? O yung taong karelasyon ko?
Yeah.
Parang, were you thinking minsan na sana mas sinabaan niya pa yung pasensya niya sa'yo? Baka sana naayos pa.
I'm gonna answer this question with all honesty. I think, hinabaan niya
Okay.
sa abot ng makakaya niya.
Mhm.
Because hindi niya naman ako iniwan, DJ Chan.
Oo.
Ako yung umalis. Pero kahit ako yung umalis, feeling ko ako pa rin yung naiwan.
Yeah.
It's weird.
Oo.
I know, it's weird.
Kasi you love the person so much. Yung mahal na mahal mo, ayaw mo nang saktan. And even if you don't wanna end it, wala kang ibang maisip na
At alam mo din,
way.
dahil out of love, alam mo hindi yun yung deserve niya.
But you know what, Rabia, we don't know what's gonna happen in the future. I mean, one day, we don't know. I mean, malay mo, kapag nasa 8 ka na or 9, I mean, di ba, mas ready ka
Okay
na
na.
ulit to be in a relationship,
Yes.
malay naman natin may second chance pa. Teka lang, parang,
Oh my God!
teka, sa'yo ba, ayaw mo na ng second chance?
Ang hirap kasi niya, kasi syempre, sa panahon na hindi kami magkasama, marami nang nangyari sa buhay niya, marami din nangyari sa buhay ko.
Parang you feel like better ka. And better din siya nang hindi kayo magkasama.
Yes.
Okay.
Somehow, yes. But the love was real, you
Yeah,
know?
and-
It was short, but it was real.
Mhm.
And kung hindi man siya meant to last, it's okay. At least I got to experience it.
And marami ka natutunan from that.
Yes,
Na
yes.
magagamit mo on your next relationship. Because, girl, for sure naman, magkakaroon at magkakaroon sa ganda mong yan. I'm sure someone will be there for you. With all of these happenings, minsan ba naiisip mo? Kasi napag-usapan natin kanina yung nag-start to ate siya nung 2021, di ako nanalo sa Miss Universe. Pakiramdam ko, di ba, nabigo ko yung, hindi lang sarili ko, buong Pilipinas. Niisip mo, sana hindi na lang. Sana pinili mo na lang yung simple at normal na buhay, away from the limelight, away from social media. Minsan ba napapaisip ka?
Yes. Naiisip ko na, what if hindi ako nanalo? Siguro, hindi ganito kalala kung ano man yung estado ng mental health ko. But, every time naman po nakikita ko yung mama ko tsaka yung kapatid ko na maganda na yung buhay nila, I would do it all over again.
You'll sacrifice yourself.
Yeah, all over again.
Even if you have to go through this
Yes.
pain again,
Yes.
just to give them a good life. And I know mahirap din yun sa kanila. Kasi ayaw naman nila yung mangyari sa'yo.
Alam ko to. But I would do it for love. I would do it for the love of my family. At wala po akong regret doon.
What does your psychiatrist tell you about that pag sinasabi mo yan? That it's okay for you to sacrifice your health, your mental condition for the love of your family.
Palagi niya pong sinasabi na you can't give something that you don't have. So you need to love yourself. And you need to acknowledge na hindi ka din talaga perfecto bilang tao. And that's completely okay. I need to forgive myself. Yun yung palagi niyang sinasabi. Kasi siguro masyado din akong hard on me.
Yeah, pwede.
Na kasi ever since, feeling ko, responsibilidad ko talaga yung pamilya ko, responsibility. Hindi lang yung nanay tsaka kapatid ko, but also yung kapatid ni mama. Pero, ganun talaga yung buhay eh. Minsan, iniisip ko na lang, kaya siguro binibigyan din ako ni Lord ng maraming trabaho kasi ako na lang yung medium of blessings para sa kanila.
Kasi maraming ganyan, nakagaya mo,
Na
na
breadwinner
siniset
din.
aside yung sarili nila, okay lang mahirap, just to give their family a good life.
Pero sana, like me, hindi nila mawala yung sarili nila in the process. Kasi mahirap din talaga eh. Minsan feeling mo nasa hukay ka and you don't know how to get out of it. That's why, don't be scared to ask for help. Like ako po, share my story. I'm sure marami pong nakarelate dito or na-experience. Don't be scared. Ako, I was so honest na in-acknowledge ko talaga na I had tantrums. I had this bad habit kung saan may outbursts of rage and emotions. There are things na i-acknowledge mo talaga na, okay, parang something is wrong with me, pero I need help.
To be better.
Yes.
And there is nothing wrong if there's something wrong with
Yes.
you. Kasi
yes.
lahat
It's okay
naman,
not to be okay.
Yeah, I mean, lahat naman tayo, may pinagdadaanan tayo, di ba? Na hindi lang siguro napapansin ng iba. Kasi kung di ka siguro umamin, hindi rin iisipin ng iba
Yes,
that you're
yes.
going through something. You said, dun din sa post mo, sabi mo dito, you don't know how little kindness means to a depressed person. If you could talk directly to people online, ayan, yung mga nakikinig sa atin ngayon. Anong gusto mong maintindihan ng mga tao dun sa mga words na binibitawan nila sa comment section? Kasi minsan wala nang boundary
I know. And ang dami kasi, wala na silang responsibility sa kung ano man yung sinasabi nila because grabe nga yung freedom of expression natin dito sa Pilipinas. Especially sa mga public figures, you know. Siguro, yung sinabi kong na yung kindness sa isang taong depressed, hindi niyo po talaga alam kung gaano po yun kaimportante. Kasi I also think na I was able to survive a lot of dark days in my life because somebody became an angel and showed kindness to me.
And there are a lot of people who showed kindness to you.
Yes.
Doon sa, nung mga times na may pinagdadaanan ka, and up to now, I'm sure mas nakita mo kung sino yung mga totoong
Totoo
kaibigan
po.
mo. Madami ba nagstay?
Ang dami. And also po, very grateful din po ako sa pamilya ng ex ko, Ate
Yeah,
Cha. Kasi
thank
kahit
you.
hindi na po kami, yung mom niya, almost everyday po ako mini-message. Yung ate niya, when she heard na, yun nga, I was depressed, she told me to call her. Yung kuya niya, from time to time, inaalala pa rin ako. So kahit wala po kaming communication ng ex ko, na which I think dapat naman talaga kasi we need to move forward with our lives. I also felt na yung pamilya niya, pamilya ko pa rin sila.
Yeah. Hindi nawala
Regardless
yung
of-
love.
Oh, yes.
Oo. How about in the showbiz world? May mga nagsasabi, mahirap daw humanap ng totoong kaibigan dito. Nung time na may mga pinagdadaanan ka ba, may mga in-expect ka ba na tao na dapat nandyan lang pero wala. Nung time na down ka.
Ang mahirap po kasi sa problema ko, wala din akong pinagsasabihan because I'm
no
so
single person, even your closest friends know about this?
No.
Even like your friends
Kasi
nung hindi ka pa
I
sa showbiz?
Ay, hindi naman po. Wala akong pinagsabihan from the showbiz industry
Okay.
kasi I was so scared na pag na-blind item ako, people are gonna take it
But you don't
differently.
have close friends in showbiz?
As in na Kuya Kim po, yun yung mga nakasama ko
Wala
sa show.
kang pinagsabihan.
Pero hindi niya pa alam up until I posted it online.
Why?
Kasi DJ siya, palagi akong parang lahat ng issues and imperfections ng buhay ko, para siyang nagiging chismis. Itong party na to, ayoko yung
Parang
nakaalam.
nininega nila agad.
Yes.
So,
parang
parang-
minsan, binibigyan mo sila ng bullet to shoot you.
Natatakot
Dahil,
ka na.
yes, kasi vulnerable ka. Pero siguro, one person that came into my mind is si MJ Lastimosa, yung kaibigan kong hindi ako iniwan kasi siya yung nagbigay sa akin ng psychiatrist.
Oo.
Siya talaga nasabi ko, babe, I think there's something wrong about me. I need help. Do you know anybody? And then she was like, okay, I know this doctor. You can message her, ganyan. And I'm just so happy lang din na with my friend. Kasi ano din siya, beauty queen din siya.
Yeah.
Pero magka-opposite kami. Kung siya super tough talaga siya, never ko siyang nakitang umiyak sa lahat ng problemang pinagdaanan niya. Ako naman yung umiiyak for her. I think that's who I am. Like, very emotional talaga ako. And I cannot change that, Parang feeling ko sa lahat ng bagay, parang sentimental talaga siya. May puso talaga palagi. Empath din talaga ako. So, parang we balance out each other.
Oo.
Yun
Pero
naman yung
there's
naging
nothing wrong with being iyakin. Alam mo,
am.
minsan nga mas okay pa yun kasi sinasabi nila mas nalalabas mo kung ano emotions mo rather than suppressing it or hiding it.
Well, that's true. Kasi minsan, pag tinatago mo talaga siya, iba yung manifestation niya na sa body mo.
Oo. So, there's nothing wrong with being iyakin. Oo. Don't feel bad about
But, and
it.
it's, you know what? It's very therapeutic. After you cry, you feel better.
Yeah.
At kahit mag-isa ka lang umiiyak, parang after that, parang may ano mo na, okay, tapos na ako umiyak, what's next?
Yeah, that's nice. That's nice. Nice attitude. Na okay, naiyak ko na lahat.
Okay.
Ano pa? May iba pa ba kayo ibibigay na problema? Parang ganun na Okay. How did going through an expert help you? Ang dami pa rin may stigma dun sa pagpunta sa mga doktor, psychologist or
Yes.
psychiatrist man yan. Paano yun nakatulong sa'yo na malaki? Kasi if there's someone right now listening or watching us na parang feeling nila may problema pero takot lumapit sa expert, what do you wanna say?
I was also once in that position. I was so scared kasi syempre, beauty queen ka, you have your job. Yung takot ko during that time, pag na-diagnose ba ako, tapos kumalat siya, yung parang ganon, mag-iiba ba yung tingin sa akin ng tao? Iisipin ba nila na weak ako as a person? Kasi yun po palagi yung binabato sa akin ever since. Pero nung lumapit po ako sa isang doktor, I did realize that mental health issue is really, really a problem. It's really a health problem. At dahil may nangyayaring ang imbalance in your head when it comes to hormones and chemicals, kailangan mo ng gamot to balance it out. And it's real. It's happening. Hindi lang sa akin, kundi sa marami pang Pilipino. For sure. Kaya don't be scared to ask for help, to call a doctor. Marami din po sila sa online na
Consultations.
Yes.
Oo.
It's easier to have an access now compared to before. At dahil marami na nga din pong public figures then who would come out, share their stories. Kasi palagi yung notion, kulang ka lang sa dasal.
Oo nga.
O malayo ka kasi sa Diyos. And usually, yung mga religious pa na tao, ginagamit pa nila against somebody yung depression na, kung kailan ka lang Dati pag mahirap naman, wala naman ganyan. Tapos ngayon na nagkapera ka, nagkaroon ka na ng depression. Mahirap po ako dati. May depression at anxiety na po ako. Probably ngayon kasi, I was able to ask for help.
Yeah.
At malaman kong meron talaga at kailangan ko talaga siyang gamutin.
Tsaka mas hindi na tayo takot to tell about what we're going through kasi parami na ng parami.
Yeah.
Yung nagsishare ng experience nila. Kaya ako talagang very thankful ako that you posted what you went through para yung ibang tao hindi rin matakot.
I know.
Alam mo yun, nasabihin ko ano yung nafe-feel nila na lumapit din sa expert.
And after posting that, ate siya, ang dami ding public figures, kahit mga ordinary friends ko that I didn't know who are also clinically diagnosed, siguro mga 20, 25, I'm not joking, yung nag-message sa akin at shinare din nila yung
Experience
story nila. Yeah, and then marirealize mo na, oh my God, akala ko okay lang din siya.
Or akala ko nag-iisa ako, hindi pala.
Yes,
Oo.
yes.
Sinabi mo kanina ang nakatulong sa'yo when you went to the States and then now you're still traveling. Yan yung isa sa mga nakatulong sa'yo for you to be okay. Aside from seeing a doctor, your medication, and traveling, ano pa yung tumutulong sa'yo ngayon for you to be at number 10, to be okay?